Okay. Welcome back to Let's Play Her Story. I have my mom with me. Say hi.
Hi.
Yeah. Okay, so let me go with what we talked about before. So her story, you have all these videos and stuff, and so this is where I stopped last time with fairy tales. And I have my little notebook of all the terms that I'm picking up. So I have some things that I looked up and some things I didn't. Actually, I don't know. You won't be able to hear. How do I? You need to be able to hear the voice. Ooh, I know what I'll do. I will turn up the thing really high. Hold on. Okay. Let's do a test to see if we can hear it. I already watched this.
Sorry.
Okay, we can hear.
I can read
The
it.
picture, the way it's drawn, just reminded me of the books we used to read as children. I read.
Okay,
All right.
we're good. We're good. We can hear. You can hear. Everybody can hear. Okay, so this is what I found out so far. This girl's name is Hannah Smith. Her husband has been murdered, Simon Smith. Um, they don't know what the murder weapon is, and they're just like it's just a bunch of interviews.
Okay.
And then we know about like a couple things. Let's see, she's super into fairy tales. There's like a mirror that she keeps talking about that her husband gave her. Like he works at, where does he work? I wrote that somewhere. He works at Ernst Brothers Glass. There's a bunch of people he knows from this pub called Rockington Arms. But the only person that she's ever said that she knows is Eve, and then there's nothing else. And then it has like they live in Portsmouth. I learned that she has a stepmother, and she's super into Rapunzel. And that's pretty much what I have. And they got married really young. Okay, so that's probably where I could start. If they got married really young, she said it was a shotgun wedding. That usually means that she was pregnant. So do they have
Dun,
children?
dun, dun.
Let's see. Kids. Okay.
Diane is really nice. She helps out with the glaziers, organises the Christmas party, that sort of thing. They have 2 kids, really sweet kids. She used to look out for me when I worked there.
Okay, so that's their old work. I wrote that down. I think they both worked there, the husband and her. And now I have a new person, Diane.
I got a job to contribute, you know. Doug knew someone and I got a job as a dinner lady at the primary school. He said it didn't matter if I could cook or not, just don't poison the kids. So you see, it's always been complicated between me and Simon. It's never just been the 2 of us, there's always been pressure.
What? I don't know what that means. What does that mean, Mom?
I have no idea.
Now I gotta find out what
Well, there you go.
school she works at.
How many kids?
What? Useless! I don't even know if she has kids.
Well, my friend Eve. Well, she was a friend from when I was a kid. And she was always more popular with the boys, and I used to hate her for it. I mean, really hate her sometimes.
Okay. That was useless.
Yes, I read a lot as a child and watched lots of TV. Then the doll's house we had, and still have in the attic. It's kind of a fairy castle. We used to play up there and make up our own stories.
Back to fairy tales. I don't think she has kids.
No, it was just me and her. Eve was the name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when it came back. Florence's family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a girl. It's hard to know if this is all true. These are stories I remember that I read when I was a child. Maybe I misread, maybe I misunderstood. Sometimes it's hard to remember what happened last week.
Did you see how to spell Florence?
No. It was just me and her.
I don't know what we're talking
It was the
about.
name they were going to call their first child. They talked about it and were going to try when it came back.
Maybe it's her
Florence's
stepmom.
family had a history of firstborn girls, so they were convinced it was going to be a
Florence.
girl.
Okay, good enough. There. I know how to spell Florence now. Step
Did it really matter?
mother. It does.
That's it.
It matters. Step. Fine. Florence. Lots about Florence.
Across the road, where my parents first lived there,
Oh.
was a midwife called Florence. When Hannah was born, I was born at the same time.
What?
The midwife was there to help. I'd been throttled by the cord, probably wrapped around my neck by Hannah.
What?
The midwife told my mother I was dead,
What?
but I wasn't. She wrote all this stuff in a diary. Amazing what people will admit to on paper.
What? She has a twin?
Do you know about the diary?
No! I just started this game.
Oh.
I feel like we shouldn't be here right now. So she's not Hannah?
Florence took me home with her. Mother hadn't been expecting twins and had a healthy baby. I guess she was just happy for Florence to clean up. Take away the evidence that this was anything but a happy occasion.
Okay, so she was adopted then by the Florence? What?
Florence raised me in her home. I never left it. She kept me out of sight.
That's why she likes
It wasn't
Rapunzel.
odd for people to see a midwife with a baby, carrying in supplies, washing nappies, that sort of thing. I never knew any different. I grew up looking out of my window and seeing her across the road. I thought it was like a reflection in the mirror. She was me.
So she was kept in the house?
Across the street.
What?
Florence was a warm, kind
Oh,
person.
she's not a witch though.
But she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. Older papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story was in there. I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand, I guess. I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You know, you married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
Okay. I feel like I'm missing a big chunk of the story. Glaziers.
Mobile phone? Yeah. Well, they have one for the glaziers, but it's only for work. It's in the kitchen. I saw it plugged into its charging cradle.
I don't know. I don't care about that. There's nothing interesting.
I did. Well, we met when we were 17, both working at the Glaziers.
I knew that. I knew that already. I got that from context clues.
We couldn't afford our own place. Simon dropped out of school, went full-time at the Glaziers. That was Eric's generosity. We moved in with his mum and dad. They had a spare room for us and the baby, if it came. It was a nice change, time to myself, living there for those months, full of hope.
So they did have a baby. What happened to the baby?
Everyone loved Simon. He's a glazier, he doesn't have much money. I don't know. I don't know.
Why someone would kill him?
So
Okay.
lost.
I'm lost too. There's characters I don't know about. Eric. Eric is the guy who got him the job. I don't know who he is.
He was wearing a shirt, a blue turtleneck shirt and jeans. He has a watch. It's a really nice one. That was a gift from his boss, Eric. He had his coat, a long grey duffel coat, black pants and there. He would have taken that with him. It's not in the house.
Is the coat important?
Well, that's what he was wearing when he disappeared, right?
Yes.
Well, her husband.
Her
Is that
husband.
her husband?
It's her husband.
Yes, there's a car that we share, a Cavalier, and a van he uses for work. It's owned by Eric, but we look after it.
What was the car?
Both of them are there now on
Cavalier.
Larkin Street. I'm not sure about the keys for the van. I can look for you when I get back. Eric was like an uncle to him. They were pretty close. They spend a lot of time with each other, especially when they have to go to conferences. Have you met his wife, Diane?
Diane. Eric and Diane. Eric and Diane. Okay. Diane.
Yeah, that's Simon's watch. It was a gift from Eric. He got it this year. It was a wedding anniversary gift. Steel. It would have been Diane who chose it. She has really nice taste. That time, it must eliminate me. I was in Glasgow then.
Glasgow. I wish I knew more about English areas.
Not really. He would go to the pub. He had his drinking buddies there, but no one ever really came back to the house. Sometimes Eric, his boss, and his wife would come over for dinner. That would be us returning the favour. Diane is a really good cook, into her trendy ingredients. And the last time Simon cooked something off MasterChef, he got the recipe off CFAX, and I did my Lloyd Grossman bit, commenting from the sidelines. I had to find fennel from the supermarket. Have you ever eaten fennel?
Channel.
Wow! Thank you for that description. Tastes like fennel.
No, what's the thing we don't like?
Cilantro?
No. Never mind.
Ah.
I can't think.
Oh, alright, let's see.
She sounded jealous.
Who?
The lady.
About fennel?
Diane!
Oh, Diane.
She's like, oh, hoity-toity.
Hoity-toity. I didn't watch this one yet. Hold on.
Simon and Eric arguing? No, I can't imagine they'd be arguing.
Why does she have a guitar?
They get on so well. unless it was something to do with work. Maybe Simon was being too much of a perfectionist. But I don't know. You should ask Diane.
Why would she bring that to the...
Hold on, let me grab my guitar.
I'll play you a ditty. No, I didn't kill my husband. It's probably Diane that... Be woman. Okay. What did I want to put in now? Let's see. I think tattoo. She has a tattoo I saw. But he doesn't. They said very specifically he doesn't have one.
My tattoo? I got it to express my individuality. It's an apple and a snake.
Thank you. Apple and a snake.
So I moved out. Got a small bed set. Got my tattoo to mark the occasion. I was singing in a bar in the evenings, so I had some money, enough money to cover my rent. And I've been doing something similar ever since. I haven't put down any roots. I don't exist.
Oh, this is the other girl. The twin, right?
Hannah. Is it Hannah?
No, Hannah's the... I think Hannah is the one who's married,
Oh.
too. Because they're twins, right?
Okay, so...
So I don't know the twin name.
I thought it was Hannah. Didn't she
She
say...
said she's not Hannah.
I know, but she's not Hannah, but the Hannah's her twin, right?
Yeah, so Mystery Twin also has a tattoo. Wait, who has a tattoo?
I have no idea.
Do they both have the same tattoo?
I thought we were
Oh, and she sings at a club? At a something?
He saw me singing one of my shows. Pure chance. Not sure I remember what he was even doing there. Afterwards, I had a drink at the bar and he came over and we got talking. I knew who he was. Obviously I knew who he was. But he didn't know who I was. He was fascinated by the likeness. He guessed my name from my tattoo. Told me it was a palindrome. Well, that would impress me.
Is she also Hannah? Is she Anna?
I enjoyed talking to him. It was amazing to be able to sit and interact and talk to him after all this time.
So she was in love with him too?
He didn't tell me he was married. I'm not sure what he was thinking. He later told me it was like he was dreaming. A waking dream.
Is it Simon? Is Simon cheating on his wife with his wife?
Yeah.
With his not wife?
So who has the apple tattoo? Apple snake tattoo. Which one?
I don't
The
know.
mystery or Hannah?
Apple, well, okay, apple snake.
Snake.
Is
sorry.
that something you can turn into a palindrome? He guessed her name from the apple snake. Hannah is not apple snake.
I have no idea.
Apple. No. Apple snake. Snake. Palindrome. Nope. Sing. Okay. Oh, see? Guitar.
Really?
I didn't murder my husband. What tattoo does she have? Her guitar's good covering it. is she singing about murder? He murdered her. She's singing about this. That's probably what she did. Simon is the guitar. Yay!
Anything you sing will be used as evidence against you.
That's weird.
That was weird. I didn't see her tattoo. I can't tell.
Can we find the
What? Other what?
other one that has that shirt on it? Like, find all her videos and see if we could see her tattoo.
Oh, I can't search her shirt though. I don't think they put outfits in. That's what we should have done. You can put your own search terms so you can find them later. That's what I should have done. Tattoo. Blue shirt. Let's see. Who did I not put? We put oh, I didn't put Eve is the only other person I didn't put a name into.
Yes. We'd fight. We fought on the beach once and I held Eve's head underwater. There was no one else around. It was at the far end of the beach and I held her head under and I kept it under. And for a moment, I just wanted to kill her and watch her drown. But that was it. It was just a moment. We made up after. It was a love-hate relationship.
I don't want to be friends with her.
What are you doing talking about Eve?
Eve is a palindrome.
Is it Eve because the apple and the snake?
Snake and apple. Snake and apple is Eve.
I was thinking, but I didn't.
But you didn't say
Say
it. You're
it.
supposed to tell me.
I'm like Adam and Eve. I was thinking Adam Eve.
Apple snake.
Done.
So there's Hannah, and then there's Apple Snake. Okay. Eve. Man, he's really good. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Why? Because it's.
If someone has an apple snake tattoo, they're
I
not gonna
would think Adam and Eve.
No one's gonna
That's
go.
what I thought when you
That's
first
what
said
you.
it.
That's what you
But I didn't
thought of.
say- Yeah.
I would like.
Apple
Hi,
and-
is your name Eve? I noticed your tattoo.
I would.
So if you have a flower tattoo, am I gonna go? Oh, is your name Violet?
Flora.
Flora? Are you Rose?
Rose.
No, I'm not.
Maybe
Fine, whatever. Apple snake.
apple snake.
Eve. You knew right away. You're so
Well,
smart.
I didn't know, but what I thought of Adam and Eve.
So they knew about each other.
I guess so. Well, they lived across the street, I'm sure.
Yeah, but she said that she was never there, or they didn't go outside.
But she probably saw her in the window because she was staring at
My mother called me Eve. That's what it said.
her.
My mother called me Eve and it ended. Apple. So apple snake tattoo. Wait, hold on. So singer with that shirt, she's okay. Does she have, is she, which one is she?
No, he doesn't have any tattoos. He has a scar down here near his stomach.
Oh, it's about Simon.
Cut himself with some glass. That was before. A long time ago. It looks just like the photo. He's not got his glasses on here though.
That's fine. Okay. So Hannah doesn't have a tattoo. She's not.
She's proper.
She's proper.
Proper.
Scar? Nope. Okay, now I gotta go look at the things that we have, because I ran out of things. Diane and Doug. Kids.
And Doug?
What? Doug and Diane? What? Who's...
Eric.
Oh no, Eric and Diane. Okay, who's Doug? That was a name.
I got lost for a second. I'm like, who's Doug?
Doug. I don't know who Doug is. That was a name that popped up. That's why I read it
The
down.
amount of Doug and Eleanor's and
Eleanor.
I feel sorry for them.
Oh, that must be his parents.
Whose parents? Simon's?
Simon's, I think so. Hold on. How do you spell Eleanor?
Your
The
family.
amount of Doug and
do.
Eleanor's and they're very worried.
Alright, wait, no, I didn't spell
I feel
it
sorry
right.
for them.
Eleanor. It has an extra A.
I hoover, I dust every week, maybe less. I once asked Eleanor how often I should dust, and she said, if people ask, tell them you do it once a week, but every few weeks is okay. I think she was just trying to make me feel better. I mean, when I was there, she was hoovering every day, ran an ordered house. You know how that generation is, putting on a brave front. She has secret stashes of cigarettes. Doug doesn't even know she smokes. When I was there, I saw her. She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental, next to the Reader's Digest books. Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. I mean, last time I was there, I looked in a vase. There was a fresh pack. I mean, all those years of marriage, and she still has a secret like that.
Stop smoking. Stop secreting.
Secret.
Okay. I parked up on the street. It was busy, so I had to park down the end of the road. Walked up, knocked on the door, no answer. I took my keys out of my bag and unlocked the door. The main lock was unlocked. You can tell because the key doesn't turn when you try to turn it to the left. I walked in. Simon's coat wasn't on the peg. I couldn't see his shoes in the shoe rack. I shouted out. I walked straight into the kitchen because he usually sits in there to have a cup of tea and read his paper, but he wasn't there. I touched the kettle. It was cold. I looked quickly in the living room. Nothing. So I walked upstairs to the bedroom and he wasn't there. I didn't search for him because it was pretty clear he wasn't there. I had a shower. The phone rang whilst I was in the shower. I didn't answer it. I think it was Eric. Then I was just exhausted. So I lay down on the bed and I fell asleep, though I didn't mean to. I woke up a couple of hours later and I was surprised to see no one in the bed next to me. And then I remembered where I was and what had happened. That's when Eric called again. This time I spoke to him. Then I called Doug and Eleanor. And then I decided to come and see you. That enough?
I don't know what that is. Is that before? Alright, last video and then I'm hungry.
1984. It was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died in the summer. It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful. Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police.
Bodies?
Forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It's just awful.
Wait, Wait. So his parents died?
No.
It said they were 94.
Yes,
people.
her parents died.
Oh, her parents died?
But I don't know if that was the people. She said her parents died, but is that the people they found? Her parents?
I have no idea.
Someone's parents died. Hold on, that's gonna be a new page.
Or two people died.
Yes. So 1984.
And they lost a baby.
Yes, lost baby. That's why they got married. Now they don't have to be married anymore. 2 people died of whatever heat something. I didn't write that down. I probably should have.
It was just hot.
Parents died.
Didn't say parents.
It said her parents died.
Did it
One more
actually say
time.
parents?
Yes, she said her parents
1984.
died.
Okay, fine.
It was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring and my parents died.
Parents,
in the
see?
summer.
The summer.
But I don't think it's the same people.
It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So when they discovered the bodies, it was just
Maybe
Okay,
that
so
was
it's
her
them.
parents.
Okay.
because of the
I
circumstances
hear
of
them.
them dying
Because
together
you're not
like that.
listening.
they
That's why
brought
you're not a
in
police.
The forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It's just awful.
Maybe she'd kill her parents too.
And the baby.
And the baby. Who knows? She just kills everybody. Okay. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna have to figure out a plan for next time because I ran out of things to look up. I'm so confused. I guess I could look up his car. But I'll do that next time. We've been 30 minutes. Like I said, I'm hungry. I'm hungry. What are we eating?
Food.
Okay. Well
Alright,
then,
let's go.
thanks for watching. This was my mom. Say bye.
Bye.
Alright. See you next time in the next video.